people should be treated the same, equally, regardless of their sex.
That's okay, I understand. Women can be scary.
I could wait for the men to do something, but then I'd die waiting.
It doesn't matter that I was the first woman, or that you're the second. What matters is that we're not the last.
When the giants meet, huh? And not that long ago, nobody would ever have dreamed that there would have been a woman on the Supreme Court. And now they're all over the place, but particularly as represented by these two actresses, Laura Wernette and Eileen Takei, a world premiere, yes, sisters-in-law about Sandra Day O'Connor and of course, the internationally famous RBG. But see, Sandra Day O'Connor could walk in here or to the theater at any moment. How does that make you feel?
Incredibly humbled.
But she's a local girl.
Absolutely.
Right? Have you met people that know her?
Yes.
And what
yes.
have they said about her?
They have described her tenacity and her sense of humor and her brilliance.
I know her, and I promise you that the sense of humor is the first thing I think about, and it's wicked.
It's wicked.
But so is Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Absolutely.
You got two brilliant people on the Supreme Court, well, at least two, but the two that we're talking about today. Right. And both of them are blessed with a marvelous, rapacious sense of humor.
I think you have to have one to, I mean, the intellect is off the chart.
Yes.
And with that comes, and I don't think they think of themselves as funny, it's just the way that their minds work. And it's very, you know, she refers to me as dry and prickly. And there is a, you know, a New York sensibility where she grew up in Brooklyn. And so it's a very fun, I think there's a lot of things that people don't know about these women, which is why I'm so thrilled that they're doing this play. Besides their incredible relationship and bond with each other for being the first two women on the court, is just the ability for them to be able to sort of peek inside and see how might they behave behind closed doors.
But they represent two different eras of decision making. Have they ever met?
Of course. Have they ever met?
Yes.
RBG and
yes.
Sandra, of course.
They work together on the court.
Well, but see, I don't think that a lot of people know that, because it seems that Sandra Day O'Connor comes from a different era than Ruth Bader Ginsburg. They were together for a while.
Yes.
From 1993, Ruth Bader, and 1993 to 2006, they were both on the court together.
What about the research that you had to do with both women?
Well, the play, this is a world premiere written by our playwright, Jonathan Shapiro, and it's based on Linda Hirschman's book, Sisters-in-Law. So, of course, I read that, and I've delved into Evan Thomas's new book first, and lots of research, absolutely.
What did that research tell you about this person that people reading the news wouldn't know?
Well, I think her love for her family, I think that was a big thing for me. And from early on, her ambition and her ability to maneuver the different personalities that she came across.
And really different personalities geographically too, because you're talking about a woman really of the West,
right,
and a woman really of the East.
Right, and that's what's so fun, is to see the way they approach things based on their history, their beliefs. And it wasn't that they were always at odds. Sometimes they wanted the same things, but they were complete opposites of how to approach and how to make things happen. And what I loved about doing, you know, in terms of the research, is to understand more why. Knowing a little bit more about Ruth than I did about Sandra to begin with, coming to understand that she was coming at it from a different viewpoint, and why she felt strongly about, and how they negotiated and how they came together. And that it was a huge sort of lesson of keep talking, keep respecting each other and try to come to terms with what it is that you
It's
want.
a world premiere now on stage at the Phoenix Theater Company.
Yes.
And that's going on till when?
Through the end of the month, April 28th, and it's the 99th season. Part of the 99th.
That's astounding. And I
Older
was there
than
at
I
the
am.
very beginning. I can only tell you that this is real theater, and you'll, of course, know that it will continue on forever, this play, and you'll get a chance to say, I was there for the world premiere.